So it's 2:17 a.m. It is Thursday, September 17th, 2020. Jeffrey Remoy. So I really just need to say this at this point. I really don't care how it sounds. I've brought up in my past videos the use of what's called a parametric speaker, which is, if you think about how the radio works, how radio waves work, how your radio will receive a signal. A radio signal is something, it's actual sound, it's audible sound that's traveling through the air that's inaudible to our ears. Your radio is receiving that signal and it's amplifying it. A parametric speaker is cutting the antenna out. What it's doing is taking an actual speaker, just like your radio would use, except it uses several tiny little speakers called piezoelectric speakers. These are made out of a special quartz crystal, which instead of a traditional speaker, which uses a paper cone, this actually creates sound by making vibrations. Now, what this does, instead of needing a box to produce sound, it produces sound in the open air, meaning a straight shot, say 20-30 meters. If you point this at someone, it's directional like a beam of light or a laser beam. What's been happening is these things have been being pointed at me. It started 4 years ago when I was living at my parents' house, and it's gone on every day, every waking moment, from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep, every day. Throughout these years, there's been different people, different personalities, a lot of threats, a lot of terror tactics, a lot of scenarios where I've started panicking, very, very literally panicking. It's scary. It's very scary. It's inhumane, sick, twisted. I would almost say it's everything wrong with this world. It's something that you would actually need a special license to be able to operate, because you are actually broadcasting amplified sound. These things need a small amplifier to work, albeit even 2 watts is an amplified device. That makes it illegal per the FCC. In either case, as I'm sitting here just trying to figure things out, spitballing ideas for the streaming video I'm going to do, just in terms of its design and architecture. The content itself won't ever be scripted. It probably won't ever be very interesting. Moving on. So I'm sitting here doing this, and I could actually hear these voices. These people are actually using these devices to talk back and forth to each other. And one of them decides to start in with, I don't want to do it. I don't want to go through. Or actually, it was one person, a male's voice said, "Are you sure you want to go through with this? Do you understand?" And a female's voice, which I have no way of knowing this, but was identified as being my sister, Kirsten, started saying, I don't know, yeah, we have to do this, implying I'm going to be killed. More specifically, saying things like the neighbor above you is pointing a gun straight at you. And, when you're being fucked with, literally while you're sleeping, you're being programmed, you're being picked apart, torn apart. You're so vulnerable to these things. You can't avoid it. I've tried everything. I've tried noise canceling headphones, earplugs, industrial ear protection. None of these things work. So I finally got to the point where I figure, okay, if I'm really actually going to get hit by something, If it gets me, it's going to kill me. And here's why. It's ballistic plastic that I've wrapped around a piece of furniture that I didn't put together because of everything. Behind me, that's a bathtub. That's Faraday fabric. That's a door, another door, pillow, piece of wood. There's a window behind all that stuff that's stacked up there. Security film on the window. I just hope. This has been an ongoing nightmare for me. It's to the point where when I'm by myself, I break down crying regularly now. There was a point fairly recently where I started taking comfort in death. And I'm not ready to die. So that's what I would, for me, what would be for most people, your worst fear, I think. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this, but please support the broadcast. It's going to be free. The account I'm actually going to be doing it on is YouTube. Name on the account, it's obviously Jeffrey Remoy, but the email address is Kill Jeff Remoy, which is KILLJEFFREMOY @gmail.com. Also, I have a new phone number. My old 415 number is closed now. It's 415-429-0411. Anyone could call me anytime for any reason. I am an ordained minister. I'm happy to talk to anyone for any reason ever, if for no other reason, just to talk. Thank you for watching.